The next third pillar is to leverage your time and get clear on what and how to delegate to keep you on track and avoid being over capacity, because we're often quite over capacity. If you're anything like me, I'm always writing down my to-do list and then like actually that's too much to do in one day. It's not possible for me to do it, but somehow the entrepreneur in me thinks I can do it all. So how do you feel about your ability to delegate? What are the kind of thoughts that are going through your mind? Because often we can think, I have a hard time to explain what I need delegating. I'm unable to trust the actions being handled. I can't delegate when I don't know what I'm doing myself. I can do it, but I need a plan. I have too many people to delegate to. Trust and accountability issues. My ability to delegate slows down by the time it takes to train somebody. So there's multiple things that's going on. And quite often we're in this constant red area where we're overrunning, we're over capacity, we're working lots of hours constantly. There's nothing wrong with being in the red from time to time, but what movements, what changes could we make to move ourselves into the orange and then gradually into the green? Because I've noticed the more I slow down, the more that I'm in my element, I get to think more. The more I feel more joy, more happy, more content. When I'm rushing, I feel like I'm overexerting myself. My body gets tense. I don't think rationally. And it's constantly not the best place to be. So when I'm in my zone of genius, when I'm doing my great stuff, is when I'm in the green. And when I'm in the green, it means that I'm delegating effectively the stuff that's not the best use of my time. So I'm avoiding being over capacity. So what we need to do is, what can we do to help get your team, hold them accountable for the work that they're doing, so they're not relying on you to make all the decisions all the time. So we've got here the levels of authority from steps 1 to 6. And step 1 is do as I say, do these exact things in this way, follow these specific steps, and then come back to me if you have any questions, and then I'll decide what to do. Report it all back to me. And then going up to step 6 is, it's been taken, take care of it for me. I didn't even know it needed doing. I've done it. No further action is required for me. You've just taken care of it, and it's to the expectations and the standards of what I was looking for. And the issue here quite often is that we bring team members into the business and we're expecting them to be like a level 4, 5, or 6, but they could be a 1 or a 2, which means essentially you've hired someone to free up your time, but you're spending too much time with them that you then feel like, well, what's the point of having them here? I might as well do it myself. So what steps could we do to get these team members up from a 2 to 3, a 3 to 4, and so on, up to a 6? Now, in not all cases would you need a team member to be a level 6. You know, really, an office manager or someone of a leadership team would be a level 5 or a 6. But you may have some admin support where they're just doing specific rabbit tasks, like research or specific things where they don't need to be a level 6. So that's okay for them to be a level 2 or 3. So it's just thinking about who's in your business and what the expectations are of those levels. Because the number one thing holding you back right now is that you're the bottleneck of your business, and you need to give your team control and authority to be responsible for the outcome of the task right now. And delegation is the key of the puzzle. Level of authority will help you step up the ladder to empower your team to make decisions for themselves and take ownership, so everything doesn't come back to you. So this is essential to free up your time. So what I'd love to do for you to do within this step is think about how can you get your team up a step in the next 4 to 6 weeks. And what you can do is share this with them, take a screenshot and discuss this with them, have an open communication conversation like we spoke about in the step 1, and ask them, where do you think you are right now on this chart? And then discuss what tools and support or coaching do they need to get them up to the next level. And you will notice a huge shift. They will like, oh, yes, I see. And if you let them know that your focus is to be focused on this stuff, but at the moment you're having to focus on stuff that's not, you shouldn't be, that will help them to just step up and to have more responsibility.